Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you this week also. And in case you're new to this channel, my name is Kpamor James Suleh, and this is a channel that you will find content on personal development, leadership and life management. If you have interest along this line, you can do well to subscribe and also hit the notification button so that each time I publish a content you will be notified. And this week I want to talk to you on what I've titled Truthfulness, the lost leadership virtue. Truthfulness, the lost leadership virtue. And truthfulness simply means the quality of being truthful, and to be truthful is to be honest, is to speak truth at all times, irrespective of what the consequences may be. Now, truthfulness is not only a quality that is needed in leadership, but I've decided to focus more particularly on leadership in this content, even though I'll also be making mention of other areas of life that it is important for us to demonstrate the act of or the quality of truthfulness. Now, every leader succeeds not by himself. If you have seen a leader that has succeeded in leadership, then it is because he flew on the wings of an effective team. Irrespective of what the number of that team may be, it could be 2 people, it could be 3 people, it could be his mother, it could be his father, it could be his siblings, it could be his colleagues at work, his subordinates. But see any man who has succeeded in leadership, and you would see a man who only flew on the wings of the effective team that he had. And those who are genuinely successful and really know what leadership is all about make no mistake in attributing their success to such a team that they had. Now, there is a need for such teams. Such teams have very needs that a leader needs to, or very important needs that a leader or anyone who wants to succeed in leadership needs not to take lightly. And 2 of these major needs: one is the need to be assured that the life that they are supporting or the cause for which they are committing their life and resources will be successful. No one wants to commit his life or his resources to a cause that he has not been assured that will be successful at the end of it all. And secondly, they also need to be assured that in the success of that life or in the success of that cause, they also will find their fulfillment. It may be directly from the cause they are supporting or the life they are supporting, or it may be through a third party of that life. And when men realize that they have a future in the cause that they are supporting or in the life that they are supporting, they will be assured and they will be convinced to support that cause wholeheartedly with their lives and also with their resources. Now, these 2 needs places upon whoever that wants to be a successful leader a demand that he needs not take lightly, and that's a demand of getting into the future of the future success of that cause or the future success of that life, and extracting that which is obscure to the natural eyes and bringing it to the fore and painting it glaringly on the heart of those he intends to support that cause that he is fighting for, or that life that he wants to live. And very importantly, when that future is extracted from the obscure future and is being painted upon the life of those that would be supporters or followers of such a leader, that painting needs to be done in truthfulness. And this is where truthfulness is a very, very important character in leadership. It's displayed in so many aspects, but I want to really pay attention in the part where a leader paints the future upon which followers need to risk their life and also risk their resources in committing to such a future, that painting needs to be done in truthfulness. That painting needs to be done in truthfulness. Now, it is unfortunate, it is rather unfortunate that many people, because they are committed to achieving whatever success that they want to achieve, they don't take time to paint such a future in truthfulness. All they are concerned with is how they can achieve what they want to achieve. So irrespective of whether something is truthful or not, whatever means that they can get to access the resources of people to achieve their aim, whatever means that they can get people on board who will support them to succeed as a leader, they go ahead and do that, even when it means bringing into play exaggerations or excesses in truth, bringing into the equation things that they know that are not really truthful, but they have realized that such things can help them achieve whatever thing that they want to achieve. Now, that has made it very hard for a lot of people to trust leaders. It has made it very hard even for people to commit themselves and their resources to leadership or to lives that they would have supported. And there is something that Jesus said that is very important when he was discussing about something that looked like a parable of those who build houses. He said one built on rock and the other built upon the sand. And when the testing time came, the man who built upon the sand, his building collapsed. Now, I want to inform you that if you are someone who is aspiring to be a leader, or you are already a leader and you are building or gaining support for your cause, or gaining followership to support you as a leader, and you are doing so in deceit, it is a matter of time. It will show up. There is usually a testing period. And the testing period is what differentiates one who built his followership upon trust and the other who built his followership upon deceit. The testing time is what differentiates one who built upon the rock and the one who built upon the sand. Now, the main focus of this content is to encourage you to employ truthfulness in your bid to become an effective leader, in your bid to access resources and access people who would serve as your effective team to support you as to succeed as a leader. If you want to succeed as a leader, I want to plead with you that employ truthfulness. Please don't garner support on deceitfulness, because the testing time will certainly bring down whatever that you would have built over the years. And you can agree with me that such a disgrace is indelible. It's something that you will live with for the whole of your life. We have so many examples of those who have realized that they were deceived by corporate leaders, they were deceived by religious leaders, they were deceived by social work leaders, and even in families we have had wives who have realized that they were deceived by their husbands because they were promised what was not realistic, or they were told what was not truthful. We even have children who have been deceived by their parents. So when you want to paint the picture that you expect those who you hope to support you for that cause or to succeed as a leader, please do so in truthfulness, because you need to know that they expect a reward, and that reward will be hinged on the truthfulness of what you will tell them. We have in scripture also incidences of where people trusted Jesus, who was a very effective leader, and they did so based on the picture or the truthful picture that he painted to them. And there was an instance where Peter asked him, having left everything that they were doing and followed the cause for which he was born upon the earth, they asked him, and they said, Master, we have left all that we were doing and we have followed you. And what do we stand to gain in the fulfillment of this cause for which you have come to fulfill? And he gave them an answer to that. And there was a similar situation also in the book of John chapter 14, from verse 1 to 3, where Jesus also told them that they should not let their hearts to be troubled. Now, evidently, when someone says that your heart should not be troubled, it's because he has sensed that you are entertaining fear about a matter. And in this case, the cause of their fear was what they had as their share in the fulfillment of what Jesus came to do. And in response to that, Jesus told them that they should not be afraid, because in his Father's house are many mansions, that if it was not so, he would have told them. And now this is the crux of the matter that I have come to tell you today in this content. I have come to encourage you that tell those who you seek to support the cause for which you want to fulfill things as they are. Be very truthful to them. Be very, very truthful. Never gain support. Never gain resources. Never gain the support of an effective team on deceit, because in no distant time, such a team will realize that you have deceived them, and the consequences of that is far more than you can imagine. Now, I perceive what Jesus was saying in this place was that if it was not so, I would have told you, not minding what the consequences would have been. As a matter of fact, many people prefer to support causes even when what they stand to gain is very obscure, provided that they have sensed that there is truthfulness in that cause. They will know that despite the fact that the benefit they stand to gain lies in obscurity or is not evidently seen, because of the truthfulness that is surrounded in that cause, they will realize, or they will know, that they will certainly reap what they hope to reap from that cause. So I have come to encourage you that if you hope to gain support in the fulfillment of a cause, or you hope to gain support from an effective team so that you can be successful as a leader, please do so by painting what they stand to gain as a team in truthfulness. Never shield the fulfillment of a cause in deceit, because such a team will realize that you have deceived them even before that cause has been achieved or has been fulfilled. And like I said, the consequences of that, you cannot imagine it. We have people in government who have made a lot of persons to never to support governmental issues. We have people who, or children who do not want to support their parents, wives who do not want to support their husbands who do not want to support their wives. We have church members who are scared supporting church causes simply because they have been deceived into believing that there were lots that they needed to gain from that support, only for them to realize that there was not much in that cause as it had been painted. I want to advise you, please, when you want to gain support from a cause, please do so in truthfulness. And when you do so in truthfulness, you can be sure that eventually you'll be glad that you did it. Thank you very much for this time. I hope to see you next week again. I hope that you have enjoyed this content. Thank you very much. God bless you. Hope to see you next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. GMT+1. God bless you.